We are officially back in hunting mule deer here in 2024. Day one of Wyoming. And I probably don't seem as hyped up as usual, and that's because I've been glassing for 45 minutes and I have yet to see a mule deer, and this looks like some awesome country, but gonna keep it up. Hopefully now that the fog's gone, find something. I got Canaan out here with me this trip. I haven't seen him since Colorado. But this time I got the take, so he's cameraman. So like he says, the video is going to be a lot better. But he's about 50 to 75 yards away from me, and he hasn't come over telling me that he's seen anything yet, so not the greatest start. But late October here, hunting a unit that is known for low deer numbers, and I can attest to that right now. So low tag numbers and low deer numbers, so we'll see if we can find something good. But if you know what it is, leave a comment to tell me, because I don't know what they are. It's kind of cool, but I've just never seen them before. But as you can see, the sun just gonna start rising right over here, so I'm gonna get back behind the glass, maybe bring the 18 powers out and look a ways away now that the fog is finally lifting. But God, I gotta find something. Too good of a glassing knob not to find something. This has been a tough morning. We've seen probably 20 antelope. How many elk? 6 or 5 or 6?
Yeah.
I would not have bet that we would have seen elk here before mule deer. We have seen 0 mule deer. Oh man, looks like some awesome country. I don't know. Tough time of year to hunt them, but you'd still think we'd see a couple of random does and fawns, but I don't know, they can hide pretty good in this stuff too. You just think we'd see a couple random ones, but deer numbers are low, so I guess Nick's plan A spot isn't great, but see what happens. Warming up now, sun's coming out. I don't know. Keep glassing here for a little bit, and then probably we got a nice Airbnb this trip. We're not tenting, so we're gonna go get some groceries, and should be pretty well set. We'll figure out something good for this evening. I'm not giving up on right here yet, but man, it'd just be nice. Canaan and I have referenced it a couple times. It'd be nice just to spot one to break the ice, but that's hunting, I guess. I still don't see anything. Canaan and go, hey, there's a mule deer right here. We'll take it. God, it's good to see a mule deer again. Alright, we're gonna head up here to the top of this little spine. And we're just gonna glass up there. We got a glass and knob. It's a little bit of a go with the flow. A little more so than I usually am. So we're just gonna glass in these ravines. Looks like some of the best mule deer country around. Hopefully we can find a big one. Tonight, right when we started our walk tonight, we saw a couple, but wow, this is brutal. So back to the drawing board. I don't know, hopefully once we get back we find out the Vikings are beating the Rams like, I don't know, 35-7 or something like that, but we'll see. See you guys tomorrow. some kind of the direction I was glassing. I see one now, and I look over and I see Canaan with the spotting scope kind of pointed my way, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you filming? Deer? Where? he's like, right over there. They came off the foothills. He goes, I thought you were looking at them. That was kind of a subtle jab at me, like, dummy, you should spot those, but you know. But no bucks, it sounded like. I've only seen 2 of them. I think he said there was 5 of them. So I guess I spotted a coyote this morning. I guess I did see that. But so that brings our total up to 13. Jeez. Can't swing a dead cow without hitting a deer. Put this in the video, it's gonna sound like I messed up the sound. Yeah. You know, because they're gonna see it. I just looked up. I mean, he was like 5 yards away. He was not kidding you, 5 yards away.
That was weird too, and he kept coming back.
I know. Well, right, like just out of the corner of my eye, I just saw like flash, and it was like, gee, right here. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we did see one. Technically, it was on private. It was close. It was a buck. I got a very short all-in clip of it. But nothing in this drainage in front of us. Saw some antelope, I guess. There's some elk and whitetails in the private fields that we can see miles away. But I don't know how to describe it, but kind of testing our patience would be one way. I mean, I feel like if you're watching this, you're like, why is he complaining so much? You're only 2 days into it when we've allocated 5 days for this hunt, but it just starts taking a toll on the guy when you walk, you know, a mile at least into these glassy knobs and don't see anything. But Canaan and I think I've mentioned it quite a few times already, that we're gonna go towards water. And we thought there's water holes in here, but they're dry. So we're gonna go into the creek beds tomorrow. Don't have any idea where, just because there's roads all along them. So really gonna hit the e-scouting probably hard tonight. I mean, that sounds very unprepared. I told Canaan earlier, I've never felt so